This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget? This government has moved the health budget from $60 billion in 2016 to $140 billion in 2023. You would ask the Jamaican people, what have we gotten so far for this increase in budget?
Corruption is a vile disease that sucks and drains the health out of something good. Corruption in society is an evil moral infection that keeps community in the state of perpetual sickness. Corruption is a moral virus. It's so potent it leaves its host sick, lethargic, and unable to realize and accomplish all that a well person can. Where corruption thrives, poverty and not prosperity thrives.
Wow, family. Manners and enough respect. Good afternoon. We have 4 soldiers arrested and charged. Many know what going in Jamaica. We have soldier in the force. A commit criminality is very dangerous for us as Jamaicans. Them supposed to be law enforcement. So if law enforcement out on road commit all type of criminality, where that leave us? Then me have another footage. Me have to talk about a doctor that they arrest at Spanish Town Hospital. Fake doctor. doctor operate from about approximately 10 years. I may ask, how come them don't know about this a doctor here? How come the doctor get to operate and mess with patients? How many patients him kill? Who is paying this doctor? Nobody get up and go to work not getting paid. You understand me I say? So before I go there, so people, let me go into a little break and I'll be right back on the other side. Let's go.
Is alleged that I had omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and one of these accounts was incorrectly reported as a US dollar balance by a financial institution. These matters were cleared as the accounts in question, by my recollection, were dormant, previously reported, and the balance in them were around Jamaican $3,000 and 200 euros. Other accounts were identified and alleged to be belonging to me, but undeclared. Some of these accounts were opened by my parents as far back as 1975, and my name later added, probably while I was still a child. Many Jamaicans add their children to their accounts for survivorship reasons and in the event of emergencies. I have never claimed these as my assets, and I am satisfied that the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled that there was insufficient evidence to support claims that I intentionally omitted bank accounts from my declarations, and that there is greater evidence to support my explanation as opposed to evidence to the contrary.
So there are two separate investigations that emanated from the Prime Minister's statutory declarations. I want you to discuss that first and tell us what were those two separate investigations. One relates to the omission of information for which the Director of Corruption Prosecution ruled, and then the second investigation was around illicit enrichment.
Well, I would say on the 4 accounts, there were 2 related to his parents put his name on, one with a former constituency manager and another one. Now, it's important to look at the detail. The Director of Investigation said he brought to Mr. Holness's attention on 3 occasions that his name was in fact on the accounts. And in spite of that, Mr. Holness did not declare those as part of his declaration. Secondly, and even more importantly, the Director of Investigation found that in 2 of those accounts, monies were flowing through the accounts from accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness and 2 accounts solely controlled by Mr. Holness. So in essence, he's saying Mr. Holness said he knew nothing about these accounts, but funds are flowing in the region of millions of dollars. Deposits put in today, taken out the following week. 2 accounts controlled solely by him. So the question is, was Mr. Holness being truthful when he said, well, it's my parents' account and I don't know anything about it?
This is actually one of the more disturbing features, because what the investigation of the Integrity Commission has revealed is that funds were used from a charity. It's called Positive Foundation, Positive Jamaica Foundation, a charity which, by definition, would have charitable purposes. And some funds in the region of approximately $32,000 US dollars were diverted to pay for a bond in the name of Mr. Holness.
Or his company, his personal company.
And I believe at some point it may have been either in his or his personal holding company, which he owns 100%. And it remained in that form for the life of the bond until it was called. And it was only after the bond had been redeemed and that transaction was now, in a sense, extinct.
Is it reasonable
closed? That, just allow me to finish, that upon questioning by the Director of Investigation that an attempt was made to repay that charitable foundation. So approximately 4 years had elapsed when the funds from the charitable foundation had been used to partially pay for a bond in the name of or for the benefit of Mr. Honus.
And the interest payments on the bond went into him or his personal company's account. And it's only when the Integrity Commission itself looked into this thing and said, hey, but some of the funding for this, 32,000 US of the 94,000 US cost of the bond, came from a charity with which Mr. Honus is very closely associated and is a director. That the necessary rearrangements of the thing were done and the money was returned to the charity. So for several years, he declared that bond as being his or his company's, and he received the payments under that bond.
Welcome back, family. Welcome back. Family, too much things are going on in the country, you know. We have fake doctor, and the first time we hear about this fake doctor thing in Jamaica, it is not the first time. We have a fake doctor in there for approximately 1 decade. Imagine you have a man in there or a woman when they know not what they do. Just walk around and stethoscope around them neck like them know what they are doing. Don't have a clue about what they are doing, gentle people. And for so long you get to stay in the hospital. Who is paying you? No have to know where I get paid from. So people, we have the soldiers them. Let's get to the soldier first. You know, 4 soldiers have been arrested and charged in 1 week. You can't make that up. The JCF are mash up. Everything they on a decline, just like the Pat told them. The crime, the healthcare, education, agriculture, everything are mash up on the decline. Let's go to the book of the Observer. Dirty soldiers. That is the headline. What a thing. 4 members of JDF slapped with serious criminal charges this week. Jamaica Defense Force, JDF, has charged one of its members believed to be heavily involved in a deadly gang conflict in the St. Andrews South Division. In a release on Monday, JDF said it is assisting the police in an investigation involving a man who is now an ex-service member, so them fire him, surrounding his alleged involvement in the gang feud. The ex-service member in question was formally discharged and detained by the JDF before being handed over to the police and has been formally charged. JDF said, without naming the ex-service member, we need to know him name, man. But anyway, while we cannot provide specific details at this time, due to the ongoing police investigation, we want to assure the public that we are committed to transparency, accountability, the rule of law, and due process. We will continue to work closely with the JDF, JCF, Jamaica Constabulary Force, on this sensitive matter in order to ensure that justice is served and the integrity of the organization is upheld, he said. Monday's release came just over 1 week after a JDF acknowledged that one of its members had been arrested by the police for questioning in connection with criminal activities. At the time, JDF noted that the soldier was being held by police and said it was supporting JCF in its probe. The JDF is fully cooperating with the JCF in its investigation and remains committed to upholding the high standards of professionalism and discipline among its members, and Army declared that what has been a particularly testing time for the organization. Yes, it's testing for real. A lot of things say go on. Last week, news broke that a member of the JDF implicated in a phishing scam that reportedly defrauded National Commercial Bank of $47 million had been charged. The Jamaica Organized Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, MOCA, identified that the soldier as 25-year-old Garrick Lewis, who was charged on Friday, November 29, following his arrest days earlier. He was charged with acquisition of criminal property engaging in transaction involving criminal property, facilitating the use of criminal property, and receiving stolen property. An alleged accomplice, 33-year-old Romaine Thompson, who was already in police custody for separate crimes, was similarly charged and returned to custody. Mocha reported that between April and June 2022, Lewis is suspected of being part of a wider organized criminal syndicate, helped to illegally access funds from a number of NCB accounts through an online phishing scam. It is alleged that the stolen money was subsequently transferred to various beneficiaries' accounts, which have since been used to withdraw funds or further transfer them to other banking institutions. Lewis' arrest came days after another member of the JDF was charged when a vehicle driven by him was searched at Cannonball Gate, the main entrance to the JDF upper camp headquarters in St. Andrew, and several weapons and ammunition were found. It was reported that a JDF issued Bergen kit bag was taken from the vehicle and searched, revealing a black Browning 9mm pistol with a magazine containing one 9mm round and a black Smith & Wesson firearm containing a magazine with 5 9mm cartridges, a black toy imitation pistol, 2 Glock magazines, one containing 24 9mm cartridges, the other 25 9mm cartridges, 17 5.56 blank rounds, and 6 5.56 live rounds. JDF said the search also uncovered a taser gun, a pair of binoculars, a laser flashlight with charger, 2 black infrared laser with 2 attachments. How are the cloth are going at the JCF, the JDF? And them are coming them murder. I want going in the JDF. I want going in our country. What the hell is this? The JDF said the search also uncovered a taser gun, a pair of binoculars, a laser flashlight with charger, 2 black infrared lasers with 2 attachments, and a combat knife, a pistol holster, a handcuff with key, a rifle scope, pistol sight containing 10 Allen keys with screw, a pepper spray, a red dot optic sight used on rifles. What? I want to say I distribute gears. I want to say a pair of gloves and 6 used plastic gloves. 6 used plastic gloves. So when I did a video upon that, I don't know if I borrow them, rent them and what, and I come back from a job what I do. 6 used plastic gloves. Remember 3 gun. Remember 2 real gun and 1 imitation gun. So a 3-man job. So we have 6 gloves. Anyway, continue. He was detained and later charged with possession of prohibited weapons and unauthorized possession of ammunition. People, this is dangerous. This is serious to backside. The arrest came almost 1 month after a member of the JDF, Shevin Buchanan, otherwise called Soji, was among 3 people charged following the seizure of an illegal firearm and ammunition in St. Elizabeth. The others are Shavoy Bagjuice Williams, a sound system operator of Cambridge, St. James, and Dwayne Metro Goldburn, a sound system selector of Middle Quarters, St. Elizabeth. Wow. The men are charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition. You talk about soldier for serve and protect. Soldier family. These are the military. Man found with so much weaponry. What am I doing with them there? What the soldier do with that people? What do you think he might do with them? Comment section. What do you think the soldier I do with all them things where you hear them find him with? What am I do with all of them things there? You think man sell them? You think him go pull off a job and I bring them back since we have 6 used gloves? What detective in the comment section? Talk to me. Make a work a brain. What do you think that soldier was doing with all these things? Talk to me. This is bad man. This is bad man. The backside. Who can we trust? We see man I take out family members because fake police and knock on people gate and them door. People have to be careful how we open the door to not name no police. If you know you're in the police now, not with no police, don't open your goddamn door. Call the police station. I mean, the Jamaican police are give the people the information, you know. If the wrong police show up at the door, or if it thinks that somebody outside is not a police, what should they do as citizens? This so safe. JDF said the search also uncovered a taser gun, a pair of binoculars, a laser flashlight with charger, 2 black infrared lasers with 2 attachments, a combat knife, a pistol holster, a handcuff with key, a rifle scope, pistol sight containing 10 Allen keys with screws, a pepper spray, a red dot optic sight used on rifles, a pair of gloves, and 6 used plastic gloves. People, I want this aguana. People, comment section, Mike G. FL say hit job robbery. Comment section, and Mike alone know what I want, so don't tell me what I want to believe after reading all of this. It was reported that a JDF issued Bergen kit bag was taken from the vehicle and search revealing black Browning 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 1 9mm round, a Black Smith & Wesson firearm containing a magazine with 5 9mm cartridges, a black toy imitation pistol, 2 Glock magazines, one containing 24 9mm round cartridges and the other 25 9mm round cartridges, 9mm cartridges, and 17 5.56 blank rounds and 6 5.56 live rounds. What am I do with all of them thing? But me hear a leak voice note between some soldier. Listen this what the soldier them a say. Me clear what go on so.
You know, make sense to chain. For example, you chain 400 man, right? And then when the 400 man done chain, you go say, alright, boops. It'll be like I use JD if I use the soldier them, you know, brother, cause you know people will go through that and they are them yard, you know. You see, pre? So you chain 400 man, right? Alright, so you do 4 months of chaining, and within that 4 months, you graduate now and you say, alright, you're a JNC now then. You have 8 more months till you can turn a regular soldier, according to them say. So them send you up on the road, go work as a regular soldier. You do this bag of work like a regular soldier do. Note, you know, them not give you fucking full pay as a regular soldier, you know. But you have to do the regular soldier work for 9 months, you know. For 9 more months, you know. So in 9 months now, them give you things like classes. Well, they do some good things, because they do things like classes and thing. I make you get a little certificate after that, but that at least. Now, when the 1 year done now and you do what you have to do, they will line up the phones down and go so books. Call out over call out. I see man going to work with tattoo upon the man, and then say no, I say it man with tattoo upon the hand. You see me? I see man going to work with medical problem, and they go in and work, they fuck up the man in a training and send them on for them said medical problem with them cause. So them can get sued for that too. So them line up now and call out couple names, send them $100 you or $200 you, right? And probably them still a collect them on the money. Cause you don't know what a man could have collect your money and sign your contract for you. Right? So them send them now we don't gunman or whatever. After that, they 1 year, they know, you see me? So, man, I say, it really make no sense, brother. The government are spying if you know about this, cause I mash up young youth life. That the 1 year, a man could use that the 1 year, they broke out and start out them life. Cause I know man used to work at bank. We left them good work coming at this, brother. And you know, say a JNC thing and get fucked. But as I think, say, still, you see me? One day, they sue. I see the wrong somebody and they sue out them, brother. That'll be a joke thing. You talk, bro, God, I hear you talk, you see me?
You see what I go on, people? You see what I go on? 4 soldiers arrested in 1 week. Never in the history of Jamaica ever hear them thing here. Soldiers are resort to criminality. when the head not set an example. The fish rot from the head, people. Remember that? The head not set an example. It trickle down to everybody. The police them get arrested. Soldier them get arrested for peer scamming and fraud, robbery, all kind of stuff. Jaja. Now, people, let's get to something we want to talk about. Very important. Because we have family members in Jamaica. Fake doctor. See him there? Fake doctor arrested and charged. You can't make it up. Fake doctor was arrested and charged. What kind of healthcare system we got? How long this man in there? Who was paying this brother Yasso? That's all me ask. The man in the fair wild people. How much people dead under him? You know what you're looking at when somebody's coming with all type of sickness, accident, all type of stuff. Yeah, run and I try. I mean, then nobody in there couldn't find out saying, no way I do all these years. Eh? More have you know? Fake doctor arrested for alleged visa fraud, people. The man in there pushed doctor and some visa fraud also. Claims him can give people visa. So if you fake it as a doctor, what else are the fraud you do? Doctor and visa fraud. What kind of fraud is a man do? Eh? Look on the man, people. Look on him. See a doctor there. How much have you got that brother here? How much have you triple yourself naked with that brother here? I don't know, doctor, people. The man are going for almost a decade. How this happened? Nobody couldn't figure it out. Nobody couldn't figure it out. Think about you work against professionals, you work against doctors and nurses, and nobody around you couldn't figure it out. Let's read from the book of the Gleaner. Fake doctor arrested for allegedly visa fraud. And that him arrested for it. So maybe if it wasn't for the visa thing, it is still in the hospital. How many more we have out there? A man who purported to be a medical doctor and allegedly fraudulently collected money to provide a U.S. visa has been arrested and charged. The accused has been identified as Andrew Clark, a 57-year-old laborer of Spring Farm, St. James. No man, a doctor. The accused has been identified as Andrew Clark, a 57-year-old laborer of St. James. This can't work. Clark is answering to charges of uttering forged documents, obtaining money by false pretense, and possession of a forged document. It is alleged that on November 7, the complainant visited the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was informed by Clark that he was a medical doctor at the institution. The complainant was reportedly told that Clark could secure a U.S. visa for him at a cost of $200,000. Greedy, you know. The accused and the complainant allegedly met again sometime after at the hospital, where Clark collected the agreed sum, $200,000. A report was made to the Spanish Town Police after the time agreed for the delivery of the visa elapsed and the complainant was unable to get in touch with Clark. What me tell you say? This man that still a work as a doctor in Jamaica, Mr. Tough to not pick it up. The people in the hospital system not pick that up. And we have family member got a doctor out there, them are dead as in a hospital. I wonder why them are dead. How many more doctors we have out there, so? Fake doctor. I want the Clark to go to Jamaica. I want to go so. How many more fake doctors we have out there? If it wasn't for this visa scam, he would have still in there in a Spanish Town. How many family member, loved ones going there, them end up dead in the hospital? How much man there, people dead under him? You know, so that brother is supposed to get some serious charges. Almost a decade, the man are working on the system and we don't know. A report was made to the Spanish Town police officer after the time police station, after the time agreed for the delivery of the visa elapsed, and the complainant was unable to get in touch with Clark. So I duck the people and say I'm a doctor. The accused was arrested at the Spanish Town Hospital, where he was allegedly found with identification suggesting he worked with the Southeast Regional Authority, Health Authority. I want to hear what going on. Checks made by investigators reportedly revealed that Clark was not a medical doctor. A date is being finalized for his court appearance. You can't make that up. Me have videos, people. Me have videos. I have some videos, people. Me say you cannot make this up because this brother was not hiding. It was not hiding. This brother was not hiding. It's alleged that he went to court, tell the judge, say, he might do it for TikTok videos about the scrubs and blah, blah, blah for TikTok. Brother, me could go far and see if TikTok have anything to do what this brother is doing. Yeah? Because we're not fooling up. Look at these people. These are the doctor, you know. These are the man with them claim say, a doctor.
A collision along the Spanish Town bypass in the vicinity of the Jose Marti roundabout resulted in the hospitalization of 3 males.
Just say no, the JUTC bus have come down and this one coming up the direction and we end up on the wrong side overtaking, you know. So JUCC man take away in driver side from him and he clap in the other side, so the accident happened.
Kelly was injured in the accident, which occurred at approximately 2 p.m. Dr. Clark described the injuries of one of the occupants of the minibus, who was pinned to his seat when he arrived.
I came on the scene and I've noticed one person that was inside the vehicle. I came on late. He had a severe laceration and apparently a broken leg. He's bleeding furiously, but I think he should be okay.
The other males who were traveling inside the minibus were rushed to hospital prior to Dr. Clark's and the fire brigade's arrival in the first vehicle that became available.
We put the next 2 in our hearse because our hearse is there nearby, so we put them in the hearse. So the hearse carry the next 2 guys. So they look unconscious still. Yeah, but the one here are moving and everything.
Not the hearse. No, how can I make this up? This man not hide nowhere, you know. In the news, same name, Dr. Clark, with him trumpet round him neck. Dr. Clark also posts stuff on social media as a doctor.
No, people often say that doctors don't do anything at the hospital, but then you have a ton of people that you have to work with. Look at this. This is my office. And there's about 100 people on the outside already. Alright, well, after a day's work, I am out. And I'm heading home. Thank God. Alright. This is on the outside. People are lining up to come inside the hospital. How much of them? It's a whole lot, it's a whole heap. A ton of them. Alright, I'm heading home though, I'm happy. I'm heading home. Alright, no problem. It's security. Bless up. It's about 150 of them. I big brother, what's up? You good? Yeah, man. Alright. Welcome to the world of a medical doctor. Alright? I am heading home after a hard day's work. Woo! I tell you. Over 200 persons on the outside. Over 200 people on the outside. Not an easy task. If you can look, see that? Look out there, there's about 200 people alone on the outside. So, happy to be. I tell you. I'm home. Happy to be home. Take care.
People, who pay this man for the last 10 years? Who pay him? It was a tough time recruiting people who are a doctor to make the healthcare look good. What the hell is going on? What is this, people? The man I hide is not like say, a man say, boy, I'm a doctor today. I'm going to hide a fake and pull this off. What is going on in my country, people? What is going on? The man in the system for too long for them to pick it up. How much people did under him? Remember, I lose my father to shady healthcare in a man. So we know that God. What the hell is going on? Jamaica people is about that, oh no? Let me go back to 2019. Fake doctor arrested and charged. The police say they have now arrested Alicia England, the woman accused of posing as a medical doctor and fleecing and suspecting people of hundreds of thousands of dollars. England has been charged by the police with several offenses, including forgery, uttering false documents, obtaining money by false pretense, and breaches of the Medical Act. She is scheduled to appear in the St. James Parish Court on Friday, March 22nd. The police say a date is being finalized for her to appear in court, blah, 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 blah. This is from 2019. This was another doctor again. This is 2024. And this brother, about 10 years. The man around Jamaica saying work with regional health. What is this, Jamaica? How many people dead under this man? Can you imagine you're in a dire situation in a hospital, life and death situation? The doctor is here, the doctor is here. Only one doctor we have today. And a mother, and a grandmother, and a father, and an uncle, and a brother, and a sister. Sit down out there. Think say them a come see a real doctor. The whole time a fake doctor. What him prescribe for them? What kind of medicine him prescribe for them, man? What kind of medicine is brother prescribe for your family members for the past 10 years? He not got school for this. The man is a scammer. I play doctor and I play immigration at the same time. But you can't get visa for people. And at that bus him, the $200,000 visa when never bring go give the people them when couldn't produce. And that was his downfall. Or else this man will still be in the hospital today. Coming off and come tell we how they work hard. And when I come, it's hard to be a doctor. Stop in a roadside in an accident and assist from 2011. From 2011, he make him all up on news, for social media. The man hide how the hell this happens at Tufton.
A collision along the Spanish Town bypass in the vicinity of the Jose Marti roundabout resulted in the hospitalization of 3 males.
Just say no, the JUTC bus come down and this one coming up the direction and he end up on the wrong side overtaking, you know. So JUCC man take away in driver side from him and he clap in the other side, so the accident happened.
Kev was injured in the accident, which occurred at approximately 2 p.m. Dr. Clark described the injuries of one of the occupants of the minibus, who was pinned to his seat when he arrived.
I came on the scene and I've noticed one person that was inside the vehicle. I came on late. He had a severe laceration and apparently a broken leg. He's bleeding furiously, but I think he should be okay.
The other males who were traveling inside the minibus were rushed to hospital prior to Dr. Clark's and the fire brigade's arrival in the first vehicle that became available.
We put the next 2 in our earth because our earth is there nearby, so we put them in the earth. So the earth carry the next 2 guys. So they look unconscious still. Yeah, but the one here move and everything.
Dr. Clark, a laborer. This so-called Dr. Clark is a laborer. You could see if he's a medical student or something like that, not even an accountant, but a laborer for the construction site. Dr. Clark is. And Dr. Clark has been working as a doctor in Jamaica for what, 10 years. And I'm a tough time. And he couldn't pick this up. The man hide. The man make the news. Eh? The man make the news. The man hide nothing, family. He make the news. He go up on TikTok. He post stuff. The man is not even an accountant. 57-year-old laborer of Spring Farm, St. James. That's who Andrew Clark is. Everybody want to be a doctor. For 10 years, Andrew Clark, the laborer from Spring Farm, St. James, operate as a doctor. And him arrested not because I'm fraud as a doctor, but because him take money from people, but him can provide visa for them, and that didn't come true. Doctor take video inside of a hospital, when I come from work and work tired. Can you imagine this? How come Mr. Tufton and Health Authority not see this?
No, people often say that doctors don't do anything at the hospital. And then we have a ton of people that we have to work with. Look at this. This is my office. And there's about 100 people on the outside already. Alright, well, after a day's work, I am out. And I'm heading home. Thank God. Alright. This is on the outside. People are lining up to come inside the hospital. How much of them? It's a whole lot, it's a whole heap. A ton of them. Alright, I'm heading home though, I'm happy. I'm heading home. Alright, no problem. It's secure. That's up. It's about 150 then. Alright, big boy, what's up? You good? Yeah, man. Alright. Welcome to the world of a medical doctor. Alright, I am heading home after a hard day's work. Woo, I tell you. Over 200 persons on the outside. Over 200 people on the outside. Not an easy task. If you can look, see that? That's out there, there's about 100, 200 people alone on the outside. So, happy to be. I tell you. I'm home. Happy to be home. Take care.
Happy to be home. How much people you take out in the hospital? How much people you give bad medicine, bad advice? How many people, man? How many family members you kill, man? And you have a family you go home to. Your wife don't know say no doctor. Me say if your wife, your family don't know say no doctor, because you don't hide nothing, you know. Your friend them don't know say no doctor. You have it on social media. Nobody don't know say no doctor. You have a family at home. So when you get the credential as a laborer, I buy the doctor credential. Many times I said on the platform, I said, Jamaica can buy anything like a goddamn driver's license. What you want to be today? You want to be a doctor? You want to be a lawyer today? What you want to be today? You have a family. You go out every day, you go jeopardize people's life. You talk about 100 people out there waiting for you. People in pain, people sick, people vulnerable. And we have fake doctor in the system and Mr. Tufton. Eh? I want to see people. Me mama. No, sir. This need crowd. And I'm alone. Because I know the first thing happened. Can you imagine the fake nurses who we have to? And look here. One time, you know, here in Florida, there was a medical school got busted because they was pumping out pure fake documents. So the people who own the medical school get arrested. Right? Come to find out that them give a bunch of fake nurse credential to people in Florida, and then they all about to work in California, New York, all about to work. Some of them get busted because nurses start realizing them don't know what them say about a certain terminology. Them don't know it. When them go video with patients around, patient and next nurse might say, hand me this or hand me that. Them don't know if they come back. So how this brother pull it off? Say my doctor. Him not going as a nurse, you know. How him pull this off? How? Tell me, somebody, please tell me how this a fake doctor managed to pull it off for 10 years in our system. How he managed to pull this off? Nobody don't know. The nurse that didn't realize that the brother don't know him I do. Don't tell me say the nurse, a laborer this, you know. How come the laborer beat the system for 10 years? Me know him I work alongside real medical doctor who got school feet. Me know him I work alongside real nurses who went to school for it. How did they never detect this brother here for 10 years? And it's not even the system, the health system detect him. It was because him tried to scam the man out of his money to get the visa. And that's him where I give him up. The visa scam. If it wasn't for that, he would have still come from work today and sent out a beautiful picture. Eh? Imagine that. The man hide. I put a beautiful picture of work is hard and hundreds of patients out there. The life of a doctor for social media. Now hide. Check I go to him. Can you imagine the amount of money we get? Can you imagine the life we live and this as a fake doctor for the past decade? He couldn't get that from being a laborer. He decided to go back to school, but if he can't get the credential for buy.
No, people often say that doctors don't do anything at the hospital. But then we have a ton of people that we have to work with. Look at this. This is my office.
Hold on, people. Did you know that the judge sent this man for psychiatric evaluation? As some know say, he look like say them man I work with the health minister. This can't happen just so. This too long. Too long, I mean there's a fake doctor. So no, I mean like seriously. Now the judge send the man to get psychiatric evaluation to say if a madman. This a man sound like a madman to me. This a man sound like a madman to me. What it appears as if the man is not a scammer. That's what it look like to us. These are some serious allegations, you know, people. We should land some man behind jail for a long time, you know. I don't want to have any patient that go come up when mess up. I put the picture up on social media and family and in friend. No, say my doctor, I'm a fake doctor. I still roll with it. Eh? Oh, or you go from laborer to a doctor, you never go to school and nobody don't pick up nothing. You go from laborer off a construction site to a doctor for 10 years and nobody don't say nothing. I live good or fight. Who pay you?
No, people often say that doctors don't do anything at the hospital. But then we have a ton of people that we have to work with. Look at this. This is my office. And there's about 100 people on the outside already. Alright, well, after a day's work, I am out. And I'm heading home. Thank God. Alright. This is on the outside. People are lining up to come inside the hospital. How much of them? It's a whole heap. A ton of them. Alright, I'm heading home though. I'm happy. I'm heading home. Alright, no problem. It's security. That's up. It's about 150 of them. I big white what's up, you good? Yeah, man. Alright. Welcome to the world of a medical doctor. Alright? I am heading home after a hard day's work. Woo! I tell you. Over 200 persons on the outside. Over 200 people on the outside. Not an easy task. If you can look, see that? That's out there, there's about 100 200 people alone on the outside. So, happy to be. I tell you. I'm home. Happy to be home. Thank you.
Happy to be home. Take care. How much people you left behind Ghana Mag? You have to know. How are you know if you prescribe for people? How much people trip naked before you? It's a seriousness in the people. Imagine you're going to strip naked before somebody own a doctor. Male or female. This someone left from construction site in a scrubs as a doctor. Mr. Tufton couldn't pick it up for 10 years. And none of them find him, you know. At the police, because of the fraud, the visa fraud, them same can't get somebody visa. You can't make this up, people. Family, me have a next video to show you guys. Look on this.
Me alone are a long time thing this. Them sitting here. Them sitting here real. Fish tail fi eat.
People, a major disrespect that, you know. We are ready and name the chicken back. We are ready and name the saltfish when nobody else now names because they look like they make that specifically for black people. Salt kill you. That's why diabetes are kill you so because of a diet and them corn, them salt, especially them saltfish, especially for black people. Right? Because them now near me. You see it? The chicken back. No fish tail. Tell me now.
Me alone are a long time thing this. Them sitting here. Them sitting here real. Fish tail fi eat.
We're going to start bringing them stuff to come in Jamaica, man. Stop dumb down the people and make the people them strive for better, man. What kind of fish tail, man? We're not going with them there. Jaja, I want to make people life so hard till I bring fish tail. Where else we not going to bring come give them? Full tribe? What else we going to see out there sell? We already see now sell piece of pepper, piece of cabbage, piece of this, piece of that. No, so start cut tomato and sell it too. What kind of nonsense is that? The quality of life is so low in Jamaica till me see them sell fish tail. Never seen this before.
Me alone are a long time thing this. Them sitting here. Them sitting here real. Fish tail fi eat.
We need better quality of life for the people of Jamaica. Trust me. That a dirty life that. We can do better than that as a people. We could strive for better for the people, no man. As a leader, don't bring this into the country for the people, no man. You make the people look away, man. Jaja, me have another video to show you guys. Because after the time you hear the woman them say, boy, they can't find a real man. The man them not real. The man them this, that, and the other. Look at these people.
Somebody better. Oh, yeah. So go mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mbali nanga Kasongo Mbali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah. Kasongo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mbali nanga
You can't make that up, you know. You can't make that up, people. Jano, she beautiful. Tell me if she need all them enhancement there. Take off the eyelash, take off the hair, take off the fingernail, take off the makeup, take off the lips, take off the breast, take off the booty, take off the... What is real, people? Sister them say they want a real man.
Somebody better. Oh, yeah. Songo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe. Mbali nanga Kasongo Mbali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libala. Oh yeah. Kasongo mbona wewe. Mbona wewe? Mobali nanga eh.
Boy, uno woman no easy, una sculpture. Boy, no good. Uno good and real artists, females. Guys, thank you for watching this video. Yeah. If you like my presentation, you like this platform, what I put out, you like this community, go ahead and subscribe and make this platform be your home. Go ahead and hit the bell and hit all. So when we go live, you're there live with me in the comment section. When we're done, we definitely gonna read all comments. Thank you so much, guys. Manners and total respect. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out.
Songo mbona wewe? Songa libala. Oh yeah. Songo mbona wewe? Mbona wewe? Mobali nanga eh. Kasongo yeah. Mobali nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe? Songa libala. Oh yeah. Abai.
Why you go outside and tell me? Deliver from Castle Road.
Please. Oi, reader.
Machine, call the machine.
You know who you chat to. You know yourself who you chat to. Because I want to fucking move for a fucking thing now. Why people can't run off your fucking business? Yeah, you chat to me. You chat to all my people. This is for my supermarket. Come on. Please. I said didn't sell you nothing, so you have to go come on, yeah? You have to go buy 1 2 beds. You go wash your fucking mouth, your things.
Candy.
You
know what you are there, you know.
We're in strange times in Jamaica. We're living in strange times. Strange times because interesting behavior is rewarded. So for example, if you're a police officer and you have ambition and you want to turn a senior superintendent of police, you think those who out there are face down bad man, the dog-hearted gunman, the man criminal, they would be rewarded with promotion. You think it's those who are investigating crime, putting tight cases together and putting criminals behind bars would be rewarded. But it seems the fastest way to turn SSP is to work with a friendly media host for a few years, get transferred to the GSCF, and you're catapulted from district constable to senior superintendent in a couple of years.
All ministers under the new Jamaica Labour Party government will be given a job letter. That job letter has a timeline of 2 years and 6 months with key performance targets which are agreed upon by the cabinet, focused on 2 things: economic growth and job creation. Everything that they do must lead towards economic growth and job creation. Failure to achieve those specific targets within the time period are consequential. And then secondly, they will get a 90-day target. In other words, we want to be able to give a report card on the first 100 days of achievements. So they will get a 90-day target that they must achieve, and these are what we call the low-hanging changes that can be made within the first 90 days. And all of that is aligned to our manifesto.
A government without a growth plan. That's how opposition leader Andrew Holness has described the Portia Simpson Miller administration. Mr. Holness poured scorn on the government's handling of the economy as he made his contribution to the 2015-2016 budget debate in Parliament on Thursday. More in this report from Tanika Thomas.
For opposition leader Andrew Holness, the government's 3-year in office is tantamount to failure. He says little has been done to ease the financial burden Jamaicans are faced with. Making his budget presentation in Gordon House on Thursday, Mr. Holness argues that Jamaicans are worse off today than they were in 2011 under the former JLP administration. Holness claims rising food prices, a devalued currency, and high unemployment are just some of the failures of the Portia Simpson Miller government. To bring across his point, he returned with his favorite analogy, the food basket, demonstrating how spending power has diminished drastically for a minimum wage earner. He compared what a low-income earner was able to afford in 2011 versus 2015.
This has no oxtail or curry goat. This is the reality of the People's National Party government on the backs of Jamaica. This is what you can get in Jamaica now. You can still get that tin. You get 1 tin of sardine. You can only get 1 tin of mackerel. This is the best demonstration of where the country has gone under the TNC.
Mr. Holness contends that a JLP government would do better at managing the economy. He says if the economy does not grow at a sustainable rate of at least 5%, then the IMF stipulations will become unbearable for nationals.
So people begin to understand, say, one of the report tabled in Parliament today is for Andrew Holness. Integrity Commission reports of investigation concerning irregularities in respect of the construction of a residential development located at 2 Wycliffe Close, Beverly Hills, Kingston 6, contrary to terms of building permit issue to Easter Bridge Holdings Limited by KSAMC. Wow. Where we put the report table in the Parliament today, we're here. So we're going to jump off to get the news and we'll be back later, people. Thank you so much. I mean, also producer Wayne, I wait on it like a dog, I wait for one bone. Thank you so much for watching this video, people. My name is Jamaican Carlos. I'm out. Let's go search for these reports, people, and see what them table in the Parliament.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again. Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. Hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. You touch up line and a resort to crime. You can't fool me again.
What we gonna eat no money, what we at you, eat no at you. Covid money, me say we eat the your little rat you. Use the youth, the money, waste and bust a man to statue. Say we like a catch you, but they got in a figure you. Take the spit of money, God and say that is not you. One day the man above him up, him a got a bet too much. It in the kitchen, some a fly well like a patu. When singers and DJs and social media's coming at you.
It burn me.
300% raise.
It burn me.
Garbage pile up the day.
It burn me.
Give the teacher them raise.
It burn me.
I see corruption please.
It burn me.
They mash down the people them house.
It burn me.
Every day appear arms out.
It burn me.
Appear money them a thief.
It burn me.
And them a sell out with each.
Can't fool me again. You can't fool me again. You hold me down for a very long time. Can't buy sugar, we can't buy lime. Can't buy scallion, we can't buy time. You can't fool me again.